Warm welcome to Supa Tracker on channel 150 on your open view decoder. You are still tuned into Supa TV. Yes, you are betting with the biggest when you're with us. And did you check the time? Because it's 4 o'clock and you know what goes down on Supa TV. We're taking a look at what you guys have been placing your bets on throughout the weekend and what you can look forward to, this coming week. In actual fact, I don't know why I'm smiling. I should be starting the show off with the, yes, this bet slips. And that's exactly where we're going to start. But let me let you know what you can look forward to in the show. Today, you can look forward to us talking about CAF football, of course. Kaizer Chiefs winning a surprise win in the CAF competition. Then we'll also be talking about the NBA. Quite a few things happening that side as well, that side of the world. The NBA fans aren't so happy. More especially the 76ers fans. I don't want to be around any 76er fan. I don't think I've even met a 76er fan in South Africa, but nonetheless, they're still pissed off, all right? It is the 21st of June, and if it is your birthday, I hope you are enjoying it. I hope someone has made it very special for you, because you're sharing your birthday with Knowledge Musona. Remember Knowledge Musona, the one who came to Mzansi, caused havoc in the PSL for my 2-3 seasons, and then he left, went overseas, and we haven't heard much about him ever since. Well, he did come back for a second stint at Kaizer Chiefs, which wasn't as fruitful as the first, but Knowledge Musona is a name that is very dear to quite a lot of Kaizer Chiefs fans. And I just realized that on today's show, we're going to talk a lot about Kaizer Chiefs, because even my question of the day is for Kaizer Chiefs fans. I mean, when I was sitting here on set today, I had a lot of questions about who should start in goals and, and I did say, Chiefs got to leave Bruce Vuma in goals, because in the last one, now it's the 8 games that he has played, but in the last 7 games before that Saturday, he had done pretty well. He was pretty convincing in goals. And I guess now my question for you Kaizer Chiefs fans is, how are you feeling now? Are you feeling more confident with Bruce in goals? And what are your thoughts about him after that first leg? I mean, he gave a brilliant performance. I mean, did you see how many shots Widad had? 28 shots that Widad had in that game. And of course, he didn't save all 28, but 28 shots. It shows how focused this young man had to be. Or you should actually stop calling him a young man as well. He's what, 20, 25, 26? He's old. So yeah, I think it's just about time that he's given that chance to shine at Kaizer Chiefs, because I've been saying, at Bafana there, we have a goalkeeping crisis. We can't be going back to Kolaway Tumele Nkune. We have to be looking at the Bruce Vumas, at the Ronwen Williams, and I hate I'm saying Ronwen Williams, but who else do we have besides those two? You know what I'm saying? And Veli Motwa as well. So yeah, what are your thoughts on Bruce Vuma as a Kaizer Chiefs fan? Are you happy with his performances? Do you want him in goals in the second leg? And do you want him next season? Should he be the first choice of Kaizer Chiefs? And you guys, we're talking a lot about you guys now in a very good light. So hey, let's get you guys smiling a little bit, because this whole year it's been, everybody's been talking about Chiefs quite a lot, in a bad light, of course. But now that you guys are winning, I still want to talk about you guys, because, Kaizer Chiefs is one of the most historic teams in South Africa. I mean, they carry a lot of supporters across the world, not only in South Africa. So we're talking about a big team here, and for them to be where they are right now in the finals, in the semifinals of CAF competition, and already winning the first leg away from home, we need to give them some praise, guys. We really need to. But I want to start off this show with a vent. And why? Because of France. Buffett, I bet on France to beat Hungary. Hungary. Just be hungry. Just score 2 goals, bro. And they failed to do it. This same exact team. Look at that lineup. This is the lineup that played against a Hungary side, which basically the star player in that team is the goalkeeper. But they've got Kimpembe, they've got Pavard, they've got Pogba, Rabiot, Varane, Lloris in goals. They've got Kante in the midfield. Luka Dean is in there. You've got Griezmann, Benzema, and Mbappe. But still, you can't get a win. I'm shocked, and I'm hurt, because that bet slip looked very saucy. Mo called it. Mo said, Hungary is going to give France some troubles. And you know how much, guys, if you go back and watch that Saturday's episode of Mo Sports, just listen to what OB.Knows, this man on your screen, was busy saying about France. I even said France can field their second team and they'll still run Hungary over. They killed us. No, they really killed us. And the other thing I also want to talk about, because this bet slip, I bet on 3 teams, if I'm not mistaken. I did bet on France winning. I bet on, I didn't bet on Portugal and Germany, because that was a very tricky game, but I did bet that Spain was going to draw with Sweden, which I got right. All right, I got that right. But then the other bet that I made was in rugby, which is something I never do. I bet on the Bulls to go out there in Italy in the Rainbow Cup final to win against Benetton. 35-8. That was the scoreline. An embarrassment, a complete embarrassment. And luckily, we had someone here in the studio who actually watched the game. Mr. Tebs, what did you see in that game? What went so wrong for Jake White and his men?
OB.Knows, you know what the problem is? Everyone was gunning for the Bulls to lift that cup.
Everyone, even the odds.
Even the odds, even the people there in Benetton. It's
really?
Like everyone, the newspapers, the big guns were all gunning for the Blue Bulls to win it. On the day, OB.Knows, the Bulls did not show up.
I mean, they considered 5 tries.
My guy, the amount of mistakes that they've made, I'm talking about mistakes where you are on the try line and you knock the ball forward. You could have scored a try. So that happened twice, OB.Knows. They let balls slip. They were causing unnecessary defensive errors. And Benetton just capitalized. And the problem was that they were playing too much kicking rugby.
Okay, I see.
When you're playing the ball too much in the air, and the
you have to catch it.
Yeah, the Bulls are a team that constantly want to use force and muscle through everything. Benetton was playing with speed, passing the ball around. My guy, it was beautiful to watch. So unfortunately, the Blue Bulls just did not show up on the day. And Benetton, you know what? I was watching that game, and I was actually proud of Benetton.
How was the weather though? Was it fair enough? I mean, like you know.
Perfect weather, my guy.
Really?
It was beautiful weather. It was obviously I was not there. I'm not going to say it was cold because I was not there. But the sun was out. It was a beautiful rugby.
No rain,
nothing. It was
nothing.
not raining. It was not muddy. It was perfect rugby conditions. And unfortunately, the Blue Bulls just did not show up on the day, and deservedly so. Benetton won, and they got the trophy.
Yeah, there you go. That's how our bet slips went down the drain. They went with the Blue Bulls, and I wish I placed my bet on Benetton, but I had so much hope for the Blue Bulls. I mean, we are the leading country when it comes to rugby. You know, we're one of the top 2, top 3. You know, and they're looking at Italy, which isn't all too bad. If I'm not mistaken, they're pretty much in the top 10, possibly. You know, but in terms of rugby, we are a dominant country, and the southern region, in fact, is the most dominant in the world. So we could be. You know, we can't be wrong for expecting the Blue Bulls to go out there and win, but unfortunate for us, we have to wait another season to see if we will actually have a South African team to lift the inaugural Rainbow Cup. What else am I going to vent about is Ben Simmons. Hey, where are the NBA fans? Yo, Buffett. Ben Simmons, so he was the Rookie of the Year in 2018. A lot of people have been talking about this Ben Simmons guy, all right? But, you know, I was speaking to one of my colleagues here in the building, and he says to me, do you know that feeling when, or that moment when someone has made it, but they feel like they don't need to work any harder, like they are there already. They don't need to, you know, put up the game or pull up their socks. And that's exactly what you can say about Ben Simmons. I mean, everybody expected the best out of Ben Simmons. Hungry was in the mood of the game. They were promised 10 million bonuses if they qualify. So that how true is this? Kupa sauce. Please give me your sauce. Who are you, firstly? I want the sauce, because if so, 10 million. I can't. With the whole team. Maybe. Nah, but come on, you capping. You capping. Don't lie to us. Don't lie to us. Don't lie to us. This guy is like he's on a public platform. He's lying on a public platform. But moving on to what Ben Simmons has been up to, right? Ben Simmons plays for the 76ers, the Philadelphia 76ers. And if you don't know who the Philadelphia 76ers are, well, that's Ben Simmons on your screen. But the 76ers were playing in the conference final to book us, the conference semifinals, to book themselves a place in the finals of the conferences, right? But they have a point guard. And if you don't know what a point guard is in basketball, a point guard is basically someone who scores the points for you, right? You've got your shooter, but you also have got a point guard. This Malume here can't shoot, can't do nothing in offense for his team. I actually had to look at the stats. And what are the stats saying to me? The stats are telling me that in the last 7 games, in this 7-game series, in the fourth quarter, the most important quarter in basketball, this guy goes MIA. He's only shot 3 shots in the last 7 games in the fourth quarter. What did he do yesterday? Yesterday, now we all know what a slam dunk is, right? Yesterday, he's free to be able to, he turns a player, he's free to take a dunk, and what does he decide to do? He passes someone else. Clearly no confidence. Clearly no confidence in taking shots. And why is the question. Why doesn't he have confidence? Let me tell you something about Ben Simmons. After yesterday's game, Ben Simmons has missed more free throws these last two series than the Phoenix Sun legend Steve Nash did in his entire career. Who's Steve Nash? Steve Nash is the current coach of the Brooklyn Nets. But that just shows you how dreadful this guy has been. How much is this guy getting a year? 30 million a year. 30 million. Next season, he's bound to get 33 million US dollars, by the way, not rands, US dollars. Balling out of control. Nothing to show it on the field or on the court. Guys, football is a sport that kills you, but basketball seems like it's gonna kill a whole lot more people. It really does. But let's end this event in a good mood. I mean, the Kaizer Chiefs did well. Congratulations, they reached the semi-finals for the first time. In fact, they reached the knockout stages of the group stages for the first time in CAF. In the same season, they went through into the last 8, made it past the last 8, last 4, first leg away in Morocco. Bah! Kaizer Chiefs doing well for themselves. I don't know. I'm happy for Kaizer Chiefs. I mean, I'm not a Kaizer Chiefs fan. I always say it. I don't want to say I hate Kaizer Chiefs. In fact, I do. But they are representing. They are representing South Africa. You know what I'm saying? They're representing South Africa, and they're doing well at this present moment. Ganya's a Pirates fan, so I really want to hear what she has to say right now.
No, but I did say, remember, before they played that when they play in Africa, they're representing the country.
Okay.
So as a South African, fellow South African, as the president would say, in that case, I do support them. I just don't support them when they are here.
Okay. Yeah, we're all supporting them when they were that side.
We're enemies.
We will remain enemies. We will definitely remain enemies.
They're doing well, and well done to the boys.
We'll wait and see what they can do in the second leg as they played here in South Africa at the FNB Stadium. But I want to actually go into the website and take a look at what is going on in terms of CAF. I mean, yes, Kaizer Chiefs did play and won their first leg, but what's going on in terms of the other teams that are participating in CAF? Do remember that Al Ahly are playing Esperance in the other fixture in the semi-finals. And for you to be able to access the SuperBets website, you just simply go to SMS SupaTV to 30978 to register. Click on that link below, and then you will be able to fill in your details, Fika, and once you've done all of that, you have the website to your disposal. Let's bring it up, shout out to the Gaming Queen. And let's take a look at what's going on in terms of CAF Champions League. Now let's go to match info. OB.Knows, say that again. Casey did what? From Donkeys. What do you mean Casey did what, bro? What do you mean? You don't know? Dude, that is the national news right now. Chiefs won. Chiefs won. Know what I'm saying? Against Wydad, my guy. In Morocco. Know what I'm saying? They won. So yeah, I don't need to say much more. Let's go to soccer. Shout out to the Gaming Queen. And once you get to soccer, we're going to go to international clubs. Let's take a look at what's going on in international clubs. And we're looking for CAF Champions League. Yes, let's scroll down. It's not too far from here, actually. There we go, CAF Champions League. Once you click on that, of course, you can see the other fixture that is taking place between Esperance Tunis and Al Ahly. And at this present moment, Al Ahly are looking comfortable. They won away as well, just like Kaizer Chiefs did. But unlike Kaizer Chiefs, I feel Al Ahly have, more quality compared to Esperance de Tunis. We did look at we did take a look at their recent form, their current form before we placed a bet on Al Ahly winning that game, and they've been looking very poor throughout their season. So despite them sitting currently, in the top half of their league in Tunisia, they're still failing to hold it down in CAF, and Al Ahly are doing the most. Let's take a look at the fixtures. What do people expect? When are these fixtures taking place in terms of the second leg of the CAF Champions League? Let's scroll down to the Gaming Queen. And as you can see, on the 26th of this month, which is on Saturday, right? If I'm not mistaken, it is Saturday, eh? On the 26th, Wydad will be coming here to South Africa to play against Kaizer Chiefs at 6 o'clock. And Al Ahly will be playing against Esperance de Tunis at 9 o'clock. So that's something you can look forward to, right? It's something you can look forward to. You can place your bets on that. We'll actually be talking a little bit more about it throughout the week. So you don't need to rush those bet slips. Let me give you more information onto who might be playing, who might not be playing before you place that very, very insightful bet, right? That's how I round up the first half of Supa Tracker. When we come back from this break, we'll be taking a look at what's going on in terms of Formula One. Remember, there was that promo that you guys have been placing your bets on. Let me show you exactly how it went when I come back from this break.
This is for the sports lovers, the first-time sports better, the sports punters.
Let us go play some bet.
For highlights on the top sporting events around the world and sports betting tips. Know your odds.
If you want to use your bonus money, this is how you place your bet.
Don't miss Supa Tracker, Monday to Saturday at 4 p.m. only on SupaTV, OpenView Channel 150. You are watching SupaTV, OpenView Channel 150.
Ever missed out on a massive payday because of a single leg of your multiple bet? Well, with our latest losing leg refund promotion, we will return a percentage of your stake to you in bonus funds if you miss out because of a single result on your multiple bet. To play, SMS SupaTV to 30978.
Today I'ma wake up a new man, driving a new road, develop a new plan. I'll never be blue, man.
You're locked into SupaTV, only on OpenView, Channel 150.
Warm welcome back to Supa Tracker on Channel 150 on your OpenView decoder. SupaTV is where we are at, and you are betting with the biggest. And if you missed that first half of the show, we were ventilating a bit on the things that happened this past weekend. And one thing that I am not going to vent about is Formula One, because I had an idea. That, you know what, that guy that Charles the Game could have been going crazy about was actually not going to win. And I wish I placed my bet on Verstappen winning, because he was, pole position at the beginning of the race. But yeah, it turned out that he would overtake Lewis Hamilton at the final lap. So yeah, a lot happened in Formula One, and disappointments happening all around. But you guys have this promotion that you guys have been placing your bets on, and it said that you have to rank number 1 to number 10. In chronological order. Who do you think is going to finish in those places? So I want to show you who finished in those places on the SuperBets website. Now, do remember, if you want to be able to access the SuperBets website, you just simply got to SMS SupaTV to 30978 and click on the link, register, and you can be part of this winning team, right? But before we get to that, I did have a question of the day. I asked all the Kaizer Chiefs supporters, what are your thoughts on Bruce Boomer? Bruce, yeah. Brilliant performance once again for Kaizer Chiefs in between the sticks. Looks like someone you can trust, but do you as a Kaizer Chiefs fan trust him enough to make him your first choice come next season? What are your thoughts on that? The line is open. It is 071-621-4746. Let me know what your thoughts are in terms of Kaizer Chiefs. Now, let's go into the website, Charge the Gaming Queen, and let's navigate into Formula One. This is the SuperStats website. How do you get your match info on the main website, statistics, and you find the Super Stats website. Now let's look for Formula One. Yes, under cycling. And yeah, click on that. And yeah, this is how it finished yesterday, right? As you can see, the top 10. Let's start at the number 10 with Sebastian Vettel. Sebastian Vettel driving the Aston Martin, finishing in 10th place. And Daniel Ricciardo with the McLaren finishing in 9th. And in 8th, you've got Pierre Gasly finishing there in 8th. And then 7th, you've got Carlos Sainz Jr. in there. And then you've got Charles Leclerc in that position there with the Ferrari. And then number 5, your last 5 people is Valerie Bottas in there with the Mercedes AMG. And you can see Lando Norris sitting there in 4th place, while Sergio Perez coming in on 3rd to make his way onto the podium, and Lewis Hamilton there finishing 2nd, while Max Verstappen finishing in 1st. Now, Max Verstappen is now becoming that guy who is now, Lewis Hamilton's rival. I mean, over the years, we've had different names come up and go against Lewis Hamilton. Valerie Bottas is one of those guys who have been coming up against Lewis Hamilton. You've got Sebastian Vettel as well. At some point, he was competing with Lewis Hamilton, but right now looks like Verstappen is the man. He's the man in the Red Bull with the Red Bull racing car who managed to finish in top spot. And yeah. What a disappointing one there for Lewis Hamilton. It's unfortunate, but I hope that you, maybe as a super viewer, you probably placed the right bet. Hopefully you did. I mean, I would like for you to let me know if you did. I mean, like I said, the number is 071-621-4746. Let me know if you did participate in the promo. Is this exactly what came up on your bet slip? I hope so, because it's 25,000 Rand in your bank account if you got that one right. So, hey, man, I hope you did actually, place your bets on that. But let's move into the NBA and round off the conversations that are currently going on right now, right? What's currently going on in the NBA? The Hawks beat the Sixers in Game 7. Ben Simmons, of course, someone I spoke about in the first half of the show, not doing enough to help his team in the final quarter of the game, which is where they lost it. Now the Hawks prepared to face the Milwaukee Bucks in the Eastern Conference, while the finals of the Western Conference kicked off last night. Well, tip off. In football you say kick off. In basketball it's tip off. So last night the Eastern Conference Finals tipped off. The Western Conference Finals tipped off, and Devin Booker, once again for the Phoenix Suns, doing what he does best, and it's just playing offensively and dominating in that offensive place. He scored his first career triple-double, and what a time to do it. He scored 40 points, had 11 assists, and 13 rebounds throughout the game. What a performance from Devin Booker there. But I believe that if he were to get more game time with the team, he will turn out to be one of Chiefs' best goalies. He really is doing well so far, Terry. I do think he's doing very well at this point. I mean, he's also not young anymore, He's also not young anymore. I think it's either now or never for him. I mean, this season he's proved that he's capable of taking the pressure. He's done very well. Let's give him a chance next season. You just never know how, good he could be. And yeah, that was Devin Booker. I was talking about Devin Booker. Yeah, he made a brilliant performance yesterday for the Phoenix Suns. And yeah, look, the Suns are looking more likely to, make it to the conference finals. They look very likely. Already it's a 1-0 win for them in the series, in the 7-game series. They still have a long way to go. But what a brilliant start to it. And I did say that they've got they had enough time to rest. Do remember that they beat the Denver Nuggets in only 4 games. And since then, they have been resting. They have been resting while the other teams are playing and running ragged on the courts, trying to book a place for themselves in the finals to play against them. But let's go onto the website and let me take a look at what you can be able to place your bets on in terms of the NBA and what to look forward to. All right, unfortunate, so we have run out of time and we can't do it. But just simply SMS SupaTV to 30978 if you want to place your bets on NBA. As an insightful bet, to the Superstats website, you've got basketball in there. Take a look at the previous encounters that these teams have had on, weigh out your options and make sure that you place a very insightful bet. That's how I round off Supa Tracker this time around. The next time you see me, I will be 24 years old. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Miss Knows will take care of you tomorrow in the Supa Tracker. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your evening.
This is for the sports lovers, the first-time sports better, the sports punters.
Let us go play some bet.
for highlights on the top sporting events around the world and sports betting tips. Know your odds.
If you want to use your bonus money, this is how you place your bet.
Don't miss Supa Tracker, Monday to Saturday at 4 p.m. only on SupaTV, OpenView Channel 150. You are watching